Hi guys, so my name is Zoe Ross Parker. Some of you may know me, some of you may not, so I'm going to give a little brief introduction about myself. So I am an alumna of the Greensboro Ballet. So I went to Greensboro Ballet from the beginning of my ballet training, and I went all the way up through the levels of the school, and I was in youth ensemble at age 12. So if you're watching this and you're a student of Greensboro Ballet, which I assume you are, you probably have the same teachers that I did, which is really cool. And I am now dancing at the Washington Ballet in Washington, D.C. I am home right now because of the coronavirus. Obviously, a lot of people are that are professional ballet dancers. And I know this is a really uncertain time. A lot of you guys, I assume, are in school and you're all home, and this is a big shift for everyone. And I'm just really grateful that I've connected with Greensboro Ballet. I've been wanting to do that for a long time, and I haven't been in North Carolina for this long in years. So if I can take anything from this, it's that I've been able to connect with you guys, and I'm really grateful. And I hope you find this useful. This will be an advanced class, if I haven't mentioned that already. And it's going to be the same class as the live stream that I taught last weekend, if you guys were watching that. So there will be some point work, and yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. The music will be from Swan Lake, which is the last production that we were rehearsing at Washington Ballet before we all had to go home. And the music is really beautiful. I hope you find it inspiring, and maybe you can pick out some of the ballet from it. Maybe you can guess where it's from. I'll be letting you know what pieces they're from for some of the combinations, because some of them I'm rehearsing myself, or was before all of this happened. So let's get dancing. So something I did in the live stream this past weekend is I included a lot of combinations that I usually do on a day-to-day basis in my ballet schedule. So what we're going to be doing for the warm-up is a warm-up that I do almost every day. And it's very long, it has a lot of sequences back to back, so I thought it would be best if we could just start and you could follow me, because I don't expect you to remember everything right away. So just follow me and yeah, we'll be good. And the music is from the beginning of the transition into the swans coming out in Swan Lake. Swirl the head to the left. Put it broad for 4 counts. Same in first, but make the quarter broad, or the circular with the head bigger, make it bigger. That's what I'm trying to say. Now you're going to go into a stretch. Just really feel it. Sorry, my butt's in your face. Oh well. Okay, here's the next section. Demi, point, demi, and first. Tendu, and demi, tendu, and flex. Point, roll down, point, really think about your standing side and having this leg pull out of your hip socket. And this is a good stretch. Tendu en croix. And I think my foot's getting cut off, but that's okay. I'll adjust it after this. Now we're gonna do big lunge. This is really good for the hips. Sometimes I can get my hip to crack from it. Up to your ear, if possible. So this is just to really get your legs stretched and open up your hips again. We're gonna lose music, but keep going to the back. And that is the warm-up. See. Okay, so I adjusted my bar, so I think you can see me a little bit better. But now we're going to do a demi-plie, and it's going to be very simple. We're just going to do 2 demis and a grand, and first, port bras forward and back, and then when we go to second, we're going to do 2 grand plies. The second grand plie, you'll reverse the arm, and then we're going to go port bras side, take a balance. When you go to fourth, we're going to do demi, round to the back, round to the front, demi, round to the back, round to the front, then do a circular port bras, 2 grand plies, again reversing with the second grand plie, and then reverse the port bras. And before you reverse the port bras, do a little going into first, and try and make this all one thing. So don't try and do, for example, especially reversing. If you go and just kind of go down, think of it as a circle, like a big circle with your upper body. That's why it's called a circular port bras. So, yeah, let's get moving. Think of everything stacking together when you do these. really carry the circle like I was talking about. Let's tummy back to first. Curl in the middle of my forehead. Okay, stand in first for a second and just feel your inner thighs together. Think of it as just one flat surface. And press up. And slowly roll down to flat. So I think it's really important in demi-plie for you to think about the alignment of your legs. So think about your hip, your knee, and your ankle are just one line. And it doesn't matter if you're hyperextended or not, especially like continuing throughout the bar. I'm very hyperextended, and growing up I always had trouble trying to control my legs. And I think as you go through the class, it's just really important to think of like that middle line pulling up all the way through and making sure you're using these muscles to stand on a straight line. And it doesn't matter if this goes a little back or not, as long as these three are staying together. And so I've always found that really helpful, and I thought it was worth sharing, especially if you're hyperextended and struggling with keeping your alignment. So just on the left side, think about that, and also think about your pelvis staying neutral. So don't stick out or tuck, because both of them are really bad for your technique. Let's go left. Now you're getting the back side of me, but don't go too forward or too back in that vertical. Plie and stretch. Round to back, round to front. Plie and stretch. Round to back, round to front. Try to keep your hips steady. So feel when you're doing this, keep standing in first. Feel the flatness. And really come to this position. Feel the bottoms of your feet as you rise up to demi-pointe. And slowly roll down. Good job, guys. So now we're going to do a tendu from first. Some people go straight to fifth to start their tendus. I don't know what they currently do at Greensboro Ballet for advanced levels, but for me, I really like doing first and then fifth, because you can feel what I was talking about with getting your legs and your alignment together a lot more. And for me, my footwork gets a lot more warmed up. But it depends on the dancer, I think. So for me, I'm going to give a tonic first. And it's going to be 2 counts for everything, except for the end of the phrase. So 2 counts to demi-pointe, 2 counts to wrap, 2 counts to tendu, toes, toes, roll down to 4th, tendu to 1st, so that's 1 count. 1, plie and roll through, and then you're just going to go side, back, and side. It's very simple, but I feel my inner thighs so much when I do this. And then after this, when you go side for the last time, just turn your legs in and do a stretch and really get those hamstrings nice and like loosened up, because then we're gonna do something faster. And yeah, it's just a nice transition. And this is, let's see what music. Yes. I think that's a nice tempo, so let's go. Just follow along if you don't know. Try and keep your hips level. Really think about pressing against the ground when you do these tendus, because you have a lot of time. Think about you being really behind yourself. That is one of the things I have to think about a lot. Now put a brow back. Balance. Why don't we float our arms up to 5th? Yeah. Feeling those inner thighs. Okay, gotta unlock my iPad. But then when you go to the left, hopefully you're warming up a lot more. And just continue thinking about 1, the alignment, and then 2, really leading with the heel. My teacher used to tell me before you go to the tendu, the first move that you ever make as your leg turns out even more. And then you start to progress into a full tendu. Hopefully that makes sense. It did to me. It really helped, because you think you're at first position, then you're fine, and you can do tendu out. But if you really think more actively about it, I think it's a lot more beneficial. So let's go left and think about that. See, here's a good opportunity. Right there, 2. And try not to move your hips when you're pulling out the tendu. Here we go, right here. Keep your hips level. Don't move them. I know it's hard, but that's the point. Take the stretch. Roll up, put it on back. When you're coming up from the port roll back, think of going through each vertebrae. Then roll up. First, push your heels to maximum. Feel these muscles. Stretch through the whole leg, all the way up to here. Think of these muscles, your glutes, sits bones, everything. Roll down if you haven't, and finish. Okay, what? Okay, so now we're gonna do a faster tendu from fifth, and let me listen to the music first. Yes, okay, so now I know the tempo. It's pretty even. So you're going to do 2, swoop the arm, 4 to the side, and now this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, push up, new to the left side, and then you're going to do it to the left. And yeah, this is just to get your legs crossed, and I thought a major point that you could apply to this combination is really just like, obviously we don't have a lot of room, but think of bringing your whole body through the tendu. So a lot of people like to just kind of stay in place, and I feel like that's really wasteful of a really nice step. So when doing tendu, just really use your whole leg length, and you can whoosh the arm through, and it's actually really freeing and really nice. And we're going to do another tendu combination after this. And yeah, I just want you to prepare for that and start to feel your legs crossing a lot more. And the fast jetés to the side, the accent is in. And really try and feel your 2 legs together and first at each point that you close. So let's do the combination. Try and go more towards the back of whatever bar space you're using so that you can travel as much as you can. Teacher used to tell me to take a deep breath, like that. Here come the 3 jetés. Adjust. Really get out there as fast as you can. Yeah, so short but sweet, but I really like that because you can really get your legs more active. And for me, it's a lot harder for me to make those legs active naturally, so I really find it beneficial if I do a combination very similar to that. And the next thing we're going to do is actually a combination that we do every day in Julie Kim's class. So once a week I have an all-women's class, which is all of the women of the company of Washington Ballet. And every time we have a class with her, she gives this combination. And I just thought of her when I was putting together this class. And I'm gonna teach it to you. It's very simple, but let's start the back for our space. Obviously, again, we don't have much room. And we're gonna do tablier and tablier. Roll the jambe fifth, coupe change. And roll down, 2, tendus. Tablier and tablier. Fifth, coupe change. Tendu, in, out. Fifth, and fifth. And then usually we have 4 counts in between, but this goes straight into the left side. I learned that during the live stream. I tried to do 4 counts and then I was late. So after you do, turn it out, go straight, and go to the left side. But when you're suit-doing, pull your leg in, but make sure you face the front first and then flip. Because if you go too fast, you're gonna get this kind of like turned in leg action, and we don't want that. So just really think of that because it can completely change your line. Right, guys? I love this combination. Really go from front to back. I'm also finding corrections as I catch it on myself. Yeah, something really interesting about teaching for the first time is you catch the corrections in your own head that you would give yourself, and trying to catch them and speak out loud as I'm doing it, it's a really interesting process. And also I get really out of breath trying to do it. Anyways, let's go to jeté. So the jeté is going to be based on the number 3. So we're going to do 3 and fifth, 3 and cloche. Oh, actually there's 4. There's a number 4. So fifth, 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 fifth. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you do 3 and first, 3 and fifth, 3 and first, 3 and fifth. Passe. Take your balance. Twist to fifth, soutenu. So if you just think of the pattern 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, passe. It's pretty easy to remember if you just kind of keep that pattern in your head. When you're doing especially the 3 and first and 3 and fifth, again, try and keep your legs together and both on equal weight on the floor. And then fifth, try and keep both legs even, which is very hard the faster you get. But again, when I think of bar, I think of the foundation to go to center. But you really have to think about making your legs active in order to have a smooth transition. And let's see what the jeté music is. Oh, so this is Black Song Variation. It fits perfectly. Although a lot of versions of Swan Lake don't do this, I don't believe we're doing this. Yeah. That's good, right? So for the passe, Also, if anyone knows Christine Spizzo, that is one of my teachers that I had growing up, and we're very close. I still talk to her. And I always think of her when I do passe. I think every time I do a passe in class, I have this engraved phrase in my mind of like, shave the shin, because that's what she always does. That's what she always tells people in class. And she'll take your leg and make you draw a line with your leg. And if you really think about it, it really helps. Taking your pinky toe, if you take your big toe and you pull it up. And I think at one point I was dancing in a studio where the marley was kind of slippery, so we used rosin. And I went to go do a passe in a variation, and I was thinking about her and shaving the shin, and I looked down and I had a line of rosin all the way up my shin. So it works. I can tell you that it actually works. So really think about that. I remember I texted her and I was like, I actually shaved my shin, there's a line. Yeah, so, okay, let's not talk too much silly, let's do the combination. Ready? Fifth, fifth, fifth. Go through tendu as well. Feel your toe hitting the floor. Shape the shin. Oh, having floor complications? I'm sorry. Getting stuck on the floor. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has gone through this, but I've had like reverse floor complications, so I've been dancing on this carpet. Now I think I'm not used to the smoothness of the marley. I'm like, what is this? But it's helping me so much. I'm so glad to have it. Thank you. Okay, so now we're going to do an exercise from my teacher, Nancy Woods, Miss Woods. And it's called 4 Little Foot Things, and this is amazing for footwork, but it's very killer. And it's just, you do 4 little foot things, she calls these little foot things, and then you do 7 dégagés in first, very quickly. And I made it short because I'm saving you. You know, we're all trying to get back into shape. I don't want to kill you dead completely the first time I teach your class online. But if I keep teaching at advanced level, I will up the number of bars, I'm just telling you. But you'll do 4 little foot things and 7. I think you do it 4 times this round. And then you do a slow grand plie. And it's 4 counts down, 4 counts up. Yeah. And this completely wrecks my inner thighs. But it's amazing, so I'm including it in my class. And for this, I've spoken about this already in the class, but I learned a lot about the alignment of my foot and the muscles that you use to point your foot, especially after I went through my first ever injury that I had. I was out, and then when I came back, I had to completely learn all over again how to use my foot, because it turns out I was crunching my toes so much and not using the bottom of my foot. I think in terms of my training, that's what I learned the most about my footwork. And so these muscles at the bottom of your feet are called intrinsic muscles. And when you do the 4 little foot things, it's like the perfect thing for learning how to use those muscles, because if you think about it, you have no other choice but to use them. I don't think I can even do the other way anymore. But, you know, see, it translates to jumping when you go in the center. So, it's really just think about scooping, creating like a scoop shape, and using those muscles, and you'll be fine. You'll be so warm. Let's go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when I was talking about the last combination, go through tendu. You should feel your foot hitting the floor lightly through tendu on your big toe. Second position. Isn't that great? Oh my gosh, I'm burning. Whew. Okay guys, so now we're going to do a rond de jambe, and so this is taken from Sophie and Sylve's live stream class that I took a couple days ago, and I thought it was really great and it just had a nice overall flow to it, so I'm going to teach it to you. So start in 5th, because the first thing we're going to do is a tendu. So we're going to do plie tendu, side, plie tendu, assez, hold, hold, plie, preparation. 2, slow. Then you're going to do 4, fast. 2 slow runs with the port bras. Then you're going to do a rond de jambe en l'air. Really trying not to move your hips again. I feel like that's a theme in my work so far. So when you're doing this, try and think about the heel carrying the line, and don't move your hips, especially when going from side to back. And then we're going to do, after that, coupe, kick, plie, fake, and reverse. And one of the things, again, this is from Christine's Pizza, that I always think about when I do this step is really start in this position first before you go to the kick. Because if you don't think about hitting that position, it can often turn into a, whatever, like a throwaway position. And one of the things that she would say when she was teaching this is she would take your leg, because she's North Carolina based, and she would go Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem. So if you want to think of that, that always makes me laugh. Here's going to be the music for this. There's also some swan music. 2. Again, very even music. So again, just think about your hips and think about clear positions going from front to back, and really go through a first position when you're doing your rond de jambe. So yeah, let's start. Let's keep it moving. I'm going to call it out as we go. Plie, plie, hips over foot, let go, plie, preparation, front to back, 4 fast, allongé at the end, really follow your hand. Don't be afraid to bend a little bit back when you're doing this. Now really think of your position. Stay square. Freeze bro. High point wants to say them. Please stretch. Reverse. Whole foot is hitting the ground. Now look up for this. Look up. Use your whole head and not just your eyeballs. And follow along with me for this. You're going to do a stretch. Vertebra back. Now pick your foot up from the vertebra. Take an arabesque balance. Really feel this muscle pull up. Even when you think you can't do more, keep doing it. Keep pulling up. And close to 5th. 2 legs together. Plie, finish. Yeah, so I think everyone can sense a theme. And a lot of this is based off of what I think in class. I always think about trying to keep the hips square and stable with the rest of my whole leg being engaged. Rond de jambe, I think, is very telling by the time you're at that point in the bar, for if you've done all the work in the combinations before, or not, because if you haven't been controlling your hips, it's going to be very hard to maintain it. You're going to be sloshing all around. Your core is not going to feel engaged either. And that's another thing I would say when you're doing things where you're trying to keep your upper body stable, but your leg is moving in all sorts of directions. Really think about this muscle right here on your core. A teacher that I trained with Pilates in when I was coming back from my injury told me it's zipping the pubic bone. So if you really think visually about that, you're really going to feel the engagement. At least for me, I feel the engagement 100%. So think about that going left, and I'm going to call out the combination in case you don't know it. But really think about those points. Sorry? Okay. Plie, second. Stay over the ankle. Test your balance. One rond de jambe. 2 rond de jambe. 4. Again, really follow the hand. It's really easy just to use your eyeballs and not move your head, but it looks very artificial. stable. Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem. Really don't change anything but your lower leg. Carry a circle. Really carry through full port de bras, using the muscles underneath the arm. Port de bras lunge, pick up the back leg. Stretch the quadriceps muscle. Connect your back with your heel. Really stay square. And again, use your intrinsic muscles and your butt muscles. And finish. Okay, hopefully you're feeling really warm, and I know this is a really slow pace, but especially because we're cooped up in our homes and we're not going to be doing some crazy like traveling Grand Allegro, I really felt like it was beneficial for all of you guys to do something that really gets you sweating and testing your stamina. So now we're going to do a fondue, and this is also going to be really slow, but this is really going to test how you're using your muscles to stay very true to your positions. So this is the music from the Shargosh character dance. And just learn it with me. It's going to be coupe, susu coupe, coupe, front releve. That's on releve. Everything is on releve. Fondue. Fondue. Again, nothing changes with this leg. On the theme, of course. Releve. Coupe. Coupe. Coordinate the arm. Really don't rush your positions with the arm. You're going to do fondue side. Again. Fondue. Last one, you're going to stay in plie. Passe. Then you're going to coupe, fondue, développé up to a beautiful attitude position. Make sure your arm is very lined up. Your shoulder, elbow, and wrist, and your middle finger are all one line. Allonge, and finish. So, attitude position, as I was saying, really think about the alignment of your arm. My teacher would tell me it's all one straight line. So if you really think about keeping the wrist position intact, actually you can test it yourself for a couple of seconds. If you flop your wrist like this, you feel no engagement in the arm. And now try and engage your wrist and turn it a little slightly to be in line with the rest of your arm. You should feel that a muscle engages down your forearm. And if you feel that, you're definitely gonna have your arm nice and straight, and it's gonna help with your balances a lot. For me, I can definitely feel the difference of if I'm paying attention to the alignment of my arms or not in balances. Because you can think about your legs all you want, but if this is not engaged, it's really just going to throw off your center of balance. So our best going, go for it. Okay. I'll demonstrate a little bit for you in case you don't know. Fondu. Stay in the line of being square. Fondu. Use this port ball like following your arm again. For the first. Straight. Let go if you can. Breathe. If you're not breathing, it's going to cut off the flow of your movement. Attitude. If you want to, just look in your peripheral to see if you can see the straight line going. You should feel it all the way down to your lats, your muscle right here. Stretch to allongé. Fifth, and finish. Yeah, always finish on the music. I know Greensboro Ballet, when I was there, was very adamant about making sure that you finish right on time in fifth position at the same time the music, because it really shows that you're a detailed dancer and that you can be musical. Always think about that, but from what I remember, I think Greensboro Ballet is really good at that. Yeah. Okay, prepare for left. Coupe, coupe, go through susu, fondu. Don't skip this. If we were to do an envoûté in the center, you would be ready, but we won't have room for that, sadly. Stay up. Really try and create an accent for that. Back. Ready? Up. Create the action with the leg. Attitude. Really right behind you. Remember, knee and shoulder connected. Your knee and your opposite shoulder. Extend to arabesque. Soup and finish. Alright, we've done slow, and now we're going to do fast frappes. That is a tongue twister a little bit, especially for in the morning when you're trying to speak and it's not coming out correct. But we're gonna do 2 to the front, 3, fast, 2 to the front, side, 3, fast. And then you're gonna continue to the back, but with doubles on quad. So you go double back, double side, double front, double side, petit battement with port de bras. Extend, fifth. And 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Out. Pull in last minute. Da, da, da. Petit battement, reversing the port de bras, and finish. That is it. It is short, but really try and stay out as long as possible. So out, out, 1, 2, 3. Because if you make it very even, it's not as interesting. It's not, let's see what the music is. this is also a trogosh. So that sounds pretty good. This exercise that we did in the beginning is to prepare for all of that. And if we were to do it on releve, usually I would do it from coup de pied. And double would be into coup de pied. So just really think of that. It's going to be really quick and short, so make it count. Oh, I keep forgetting to skip backwards. So that starts from the beginning. But okay, everyone take your 5th position and starting. 3, 2, double, 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 double allongé. Make sure you're ready in time. Finish the petit battement and tendu. I don't think I said that. Very short. Yes. So make sure when you do petit battement, go to tendu because you're going to start directly to the back. I think I said close in 5th, which is not correct. Go ahead and turn to the left side and do it. And I'll be marking the adagio while I do it. I hope you know what the combination is. Tendu side. Everyone good? I wish I could be with you guys in person or hear what you're saying, so it'd be so nice to interact with you, but maybe another time. And now we're going to do an adage, staying in place. There's not a lot of traveling involved, but we're going to do tendu to 4th position. You're going to do a grand plie in 4 counts. Tendu first, to prepare for a slow développé to the front. Angle it if you have to, that's what I'm going to do. And then you're going to do pull into passe, développé, écarté, go back to passe again, and you're going to do an attitude facing to the bar, plie and allongé, pas de bourrée, tendu, swivel to the left side. And from the swivel, go straight to 4th and do your grand plie again. And let me play the music to make sure we're in the correct phrasing. Beautiful. White swan, pas de deux. It's going to be so slow. Let go of the bar for 4 counts. You have quite a little bit of time before you start left. So let's do 4 counts. 1, 2 counts to go back into 5th. beautiful music. That's the White Swan pas de deux, if you guys didn't know. And just follow along with me if you're not sure about the phrasing, because I know it's really slow. But really take the time to go through each position that's involved in a développé. So a développé front really slow is so good for that. It can develop a lot of strength in your stabilizers for your leg, your standing leg. And then we're going to do same to the side, just all positions. When you go here, let go, because we have lots of music. And if you're feeling bold and you're looking for a challenge, you can do that in each position here. You can just test. And then after this, we're going to do a battement, and we're going to do a stretch on the bar. And then we'll get ready for center. So everybody take their fifth and get ready for the slowest adagio of your life. 2 and 3. Fifth. Let go if you want to. 2. Use your arm. 1. When you do this, really bend your upper body. Look around the room. It's really good for keeping your balance while moving at the same time. I think there's extra phrasing on this side, extra music. I mean, support the développé is longer to the left or the side. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I feel like that music is a little weird, but it's beautiful, so who can be mad at that? Yeah, this time is a really good time for you to work on your strength and your flexibility, because we have so much time during the day that we usually wouldn't with our daily schedules. So really, you can do lots of these stretches and work on that, and a good way to try and test your flexibility and making sure that you're staying stable on your standing side, of course, we've talked about that a lot, is make sure you're warm first. You know, only at this part of the bar should you really do this, or if you've done a long warm-up before and you want to try it before class, just gently, you can start here, and you can put your foot over your hand, you can put your hand over your foot with it pointed, so that you can really work on getting that heel forward and not having it stick in the back. And then you can carry it to the side, and you can work on letting go. Maybe even, there are different stages. You can let go with the arm on the bar, press up. There are a lot of different exercises that you can do. And so we're going to do 2 to the front, 2 to the side, small développé détendu, and let's see how many pluses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th one will be a straight leg, so new to the left side. we'll take our stretch and we'll be off the bar. Let's go, guys. Coordinate the arm and the leg. 2 counts to do this. Take your time. Really looking out when you're going to the front. Go through tendu. We'll just flop your leg into 5th. Okay, so we're going to use the same as we did for the adagio, and we're going to do a stretch on the bar. So this is something I also do almost every day in class at the end of the bar, and at this point, which hopefully you are, you're feeling really warm, you're feeling really sweaty, and you kind of just want to relax and stretch, and you know, kind of, I like to assess while I'm doing this, how I did during the bar and what I could change and what I could bring into the center. It's kind of a reflective moment in a lot of ways. So what we're gonna do is do a port de bras forward, come up, port de bras back, and my teacher likes for you to go back, like as far back as you can. But really be careful if you're not used to doing this, and don't try and push your limits to the maximum if you're not used to the exercise, because the last thing I would want is for someone to get injured during my class. And then we're gonna turn to the side. You're gonna do side. You can grab the ankle if you want to, if you feel comfortable, to the side, going away, and try not to like splay out. And then turning this direction, you're going to go to the front. Try and keep, I am a culprit for doing this, for like opening and having my hip up, but really you should be keeping your hips square as you go down, because this is a really good stretch for your hamstring. And then you're gonna go back again, go to the side, grab the ankle or the bottom of the foot and do a side stretch. So just assess based on where you feel like you're comfortable doing. Don't push it the first class that you're doing this exercise, and really focus on breathing into your muscles and trying to lengthen them. Okay, so everyone prepare with their leg up on the bar, and I'm gonna start the music for you guys. Port de bras front, just relax there. Up, breath. Face towards the bar. Come up, put your left arm on the bar, use the right arm to port de bras away. Port de bras forward. You can grab this ankle if you're feeling like it. Port de bras towards. Grab the foot to this version if you want to. Left on the bar. This phrasing is weird to the left. I'm sorry. Notes for next time. Maybe don't use that music. So strange. Okay, hold on for a second, I'll put music again. So you're gonna be in arabesque. Port de bras. Roll up through the spine. Make sure to breathe front before going back. To the bar and grab the leg, do the stretch. Let go, close, fifth. And we're done with the bar. Okay, so we're gonna be doing a small adagio to the same music that we used for ronde-jambes. And it's going to, let me just play the music for you. You'll probably remember it, but we're gonna do from fifth tendu to second. You're gonna do grand plie, 4 counts, rise up. Fifth, développé to the front. And you're going to take your time stepping to an attitude position, and we're going to promenade. Plie allongé, cabré. Then you're going to go to tendu and do a circular port de bras in the center, thinking about what we were working on in the bar. Tendu second, and you're going to repeat to the left side. Yes, and so when we're doing a promenade, I'm sure you know this already, but leading with the heel and not with the upper body and letting the legs follow you. Not aesthetically pleasing to watch. And so also along with that, the inner thigh will lead because we've been working so much on our inner thighs. It will be a little easier at this point to do this. For here, there's some versions that will do a lunge and then go back, but that is not good for our space management right now. So we're going to do the going through fourth position and really bend down and use your head too, so that you look around the room with your arms, and it's really just really opens up your upper back, and I find this so fun in adagio in the center, and you move so much when you do it. Okay, let's start everyone. Again, I'll demonstrate for you a little bit if you need help. Grand plie. Rise up. Underneath the feet. Cross your arms because that's fun. Look towards the inside of your arms, and then you're also going up. Look towards the outside. Follow your arm. Allongé, look back towards this arm. Now look towards your palm in preparation. Let's do a nice tablier to start towards the next side. Grand plie for 4 counts. Cross. Look towards the inside of this palm, and then you're going to look out. Sorry, other arm. What? I'm going crazy from this isolation, I think. but also think of your turnout, always. Finish. Sorry, I don't know why I did that with my arms. I think I'm going a little loopy, but it's alright. Now we're going to do tendu from fifth in the center, and we're going to do right and left, and then we're going to go right into repeating it again with dégagé, which will really challenge you to find your balance, but hopefully you've understood everything I've talked about so far and think about how to maintain your standing side. And the combination will go, first we're going to do simple arms, 2 tendus, ten lié, 2 tendus. It's like what we did in the bar, 4 tendu, either balance or do a pirouette. Oh, sorry, keep your arms simple to start. 4 pirouette or balance. Then we're going to do dégagé. 3, 4. If you haven't done a pirouette already, try it, just a single. But again, if you don't have enough space, stay safe. Rather safe than sorry in this situation. Okay, sorry the music restarted. Tendu fifth, tendu fifth, tendu ten lié, fifth. Think about what you would do if you start doing dégagés instead of tendus. Think ahead, 4 to the side with the right leg. Really use your arms. Keep your arms in first if you won't be able to lift your arms without hitting your ceiling. Really think of drawing the line directly behind you. 4. Create a nice line with your arm that's continuous. Okay, ready, dégagé? Bring your arm to fifth. Dégagé. Dégagé, plié, use the plié to spring up. Back. This one is the hardest in my opinion. Try and not compensate your turnout for your balance. Out. Ooh. See, even I'm struggling. Now he's just marking. Oops. Hopefully you're doing better than I am. We've run out of music, just keep going. Tendu, fifth, pirouette or balance, and fifth. Ugh, those dégagés are hard. Okay, so now we're going to do a balance combination. That's for balancing. Just follow along. Balance, balance. Fifth, dégagé, oui. Okay, so now we're going to do something that is waltzy, and you can add pirouettes or keep balancing if you need to due to your space. Just use your own judgment again. I know I have a little bit of space, but not that much. So I'm gonna be careful. Maybe I have to step to the side to go to the left side if I need to. You do the same, but it's going to go like this. Preparation to balancing side, front, back, sous-sus, arabesque plie, pas de bourrée, chassé or tendu to fourth, pirouette or balance, pire balance. See, I had to step back a little bit even when I was marking. Don't worry if you need to readjust. So when we finish the arabesque pas de bourrée, why don't we just stay where we are and do tendu, pirouette or balance, land in fourth, tendu, pirouette or balance, land in fifth, to go directly to the next side. Everyone go more towards the back of your space, back left corner, so you can travel as much as you can, but be careful everyone, don't run into a chair. Balance it, balance it. Fifth, really help yourself with your arms. Good, everyone. 2. So 2, 2. Everyone got it? Let's keep moving. Get into your first position. 2. Close front. 2. 2. Close front. Fifth. Fifth in the air. I'm gonna challenge you. We're not gonna stop. Okay, so fourth relevé and fifth. Fourth relevé, second relevé, fourth relevé, sous-sus, 2 cots, or do 2 changements if you feel like a cot will not be good for you at this time. Why is that under sautes? Assemblée, stretch, plie, assemblée, stretch, plie, glissade, assemblée, glissade, assemblée, reverse. I want to do something simple so that we don't kill our legs if we're on back floors. Okay, so we're gonna do just simple. Assemblée, stretch, plie. Assemblée, stretch, plie. Glissade, assemblée, glissade, assemblée. So normally I would do something more complicated, but I don't want to cause any shin splints because I know everyone might be dancing on some type of hard floor. But it's still good to get the movement a little bit if you're able to. If you don't feel comfortable, you don't have to do these exercises. But what I would recommend for everyone to keep their jumps strong is put on tennis shoes and maybe do some jumps like in first. You can do one leg, doing repetitions, wearing some tennis shoes outside of ballet class. That way you can keep your legs feeling like they know the movement and coordination of jumping. So I'm going to do this for 80 bars. So if you want to do it again, you can, but you can stop halfway through if you want to.
if you feel like that's too much for you right now on your hard floors. Okay, is everyone ready? Okay. Assembly. Assembly. So now hopefully move back to where you were from. Stop if you need to. I know this is a lot. You might have to adjust your space, that's fine. Be safe, always. Now, swan leg.
So we're gonna do a point warm-up. Hopefully everyone has their point shoes on by now, but if you don't, just pause the video, put your point shoes on quickly. And we're going to do a little bit of a point warm-up. Just follow along with me. Demi and point, demi and down, demi and point, demi and down. Prance. Five and six, 7 and 8. Roll up. Sorry, someone's mowing the lawn in my neighborhood. Let go and balance. Oh my gosh, it's loud today, guys. Open to first. We're gonna repeat in first. Eight prances. Five, 6, 7, and 8. Roll through. And balance. And finish. But the next combination is going to be releve, 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 straight up, releve, 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 stretch up, closed up, flat up, flat up, flat up, releve, 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 demi, releve, 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 demi, just the toes, and up, and up, and up. Second, oh sorry, second is going to be, so now we're going to do something for the toes to get engaged. So you're going to do 4 releves, flat up. So we'll go flat up and press up quickly. 4 releves, straighten up. And then you're gonna do toes, toes, toes and toes and toes. And then you're going to do same in second, straighten down, toes, 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 toes. And then you're gonna do 4 and susu. Then you're going to go to passe to change. 4, pull up to passe slowly. So you're gonna be in susu and you're gonna go down to the other side. And
talk it through with you in case you don't know. Okay, first position and start. 7 and 8. Releve, 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 straight up, toes, just the toes, 3 toes, 3 toes, same as second, straight up, releve, straight up, toes, toes, 3 toes, 3 toes. Now do susu. Both feet at the same time. 2 more. Alright guys, shave the shin. In honor of my teacher. Slowly. Forward. Shave the shin. 4 to go up, 4 to come down. Plie finish, and just feel your 5th position. Don't roll in or roll back in your pointe shoes. And stretch. And now we're going to do some échappés. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 4 of échappé, plie, stretch, échappé, plie, stretch, échappé, plie, stretch, échappé, plie, stretch. And then you're gonna do 3 fast with the accent ends. So this is different. You have to, you know, the definition of échappé is to escape. So you're going to close, escape, and come back to 5th. 3 fast. So it's going to go this tempo. And the in between of the 3, the plie can be shorter because you don't have that much time. But the 3rd one, really make a juicy plie. And then you're gonna have, I believe, a full count to do plie. And then you're gonna do passe, passe. The 3rd one stays in place. So you can, again, work on that standing leg. And then you're gonna repeat to the left. Take your 5th position and really feel your inner thighs because you're gonna wanna think about it a lot. And the bottoms of your feet, like I was talking about, the intrinsics. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Échappé, plie, stretch. Échappé, plie, stretch. Échappé, plie, stretch. Échappé, plie, stretch. In, in, in. Passe, passe, passe. Stay. In, plie, in, plie. Alright, you guys, hopefully that got you guys moving, and this one will make you move even more. So this is another exercise that I did a lot when I was recovering from an injury, and it's very simple, but it's about using your legs and getting to 5th very quickly in a pas de bras. For me, I would do this recovering because I had to get the action back in my feet to respond to moving quickly and get myself from one point to another. So let's see if the 4 little foot things music will work. It's gonna go like this. See, roll down very quickly. You're gonna go to coupe and then roll down. See it? this muscle again. For susus. And then you're going to stay in susu. Take both arms up. Try and go to passe to fifth with both of your arms off the bar. And finish. So really challenge yourself to try and let go of the bar. I know it's not easy. The preparation, go up to susu so you can start right away working on this action. And when you're on one foot before you roll down, don't put all of your weight. For example, this is me putting all of my weight onto my foot. And you can do this and stay on point, like I could balance this way. But if you really look at the difference in between the energy of me doing this and me doing this. So what I'm doing here versus here is I'm making my hips, my hip bones equal, and I'm pulling up my inner thigh, and I'm pulling up this entire side, and it's going all the way up through the zipping of the pubic bone, and I can just feel my spine kind of like pull up. So everyone get into their fifth position. We're gonna do my rehab exercise. 5, 6, susu, coupe, pas de bourrée, coupe, pas de bourrée, coupe, pas de bourrée. 4. Same on the side. If you have a weaker leg that you know you have to work on more, pay extra attention to what muscles you should be using. 4, su. I'll do this with you. Let go. Use those muscles. Woo. The coming down is the hardest part for me. Use the intrinsics. Okay, so next we're going to do su. You're going to walk. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to follow the rhythm of the music. 1, 2, 3, 4. Asia, play and releve. Asia, play and releve. Asia, play and releve. Soutenu. Step back if you need to. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Asia, play and releve. Asia, play and releve. Asia, play and releve. Pas du soutenu. And really think about your legs being scissors. So you can do this if you want to, you know? Just be really slow with it, but it's not gonna do that much for you. Like the accent is everything. So make sure you susu in the preparation and go towards the back of your bar space that you're using to start. So everyone get ready. Let's get to point walking. Try not to hit my iPad. Now we're going to go backwards. Hold your core. That helps a lot. Releve, échappé, and releve. Remember what the word échappé means in French. Soutenu. Balance. Okay. I think we're done with the bar. So, very simple. My teacher, Miss Woods, gives this exercise, and I thought it was good because it doesn't require a lot of traveling. Usually, if we're in a space that travels, we'll travel the fondues, and then we'll travel the arabesques back. But she's also given it staying in place. And it's just 8 fondues, then while you're up in the fondue, you change to arabesque, and you do releve and arabesque, 8 releves. The last one you stay up on a brit. And then you do 8, 8. Very simple. Start in the back corner and coupe, 2 fondue. Hit this coupe position every time, and the first thing you should do is bring the knee back. And try and keep your arabesque height level as much as you can, and don't put all the stress in your arms and hands. Don't make it too swollen leg. Okay, everyone get ready and prepared, and I'm gonna press play. Two, 3, 4, 5. Really pull up. Think about pulling up like we did at the bar. Arabesque. Up. You can bend your arms a little bit, just don't get creative with it. Don't put this arm too far behind you because then it's going to be useless. Make sure you can see your hand and your peripheral vision of your arm in a second. Plié, releve, releve, libre, plié, breathe, stretch. Shake it out if you need to, do a calf stretch. Also, the other thing I like to do, you probably see me doing this in this video, I do it like in between every combination. If you have a bar, just for future reference, you can just kind of stretch it like this for your Achilles tendon, but don't stay in it too long. This has been so great, and we're gonna do a reverence for all of the hard work we've done. So just follow me for this one. This is your time to be reflective, similar to the stretch. Doing the reverse. Thank you guys so much. So I really enjoyed this class with all of you guys. I hope you found it beneficial. I'm still pretty new to teaching. This is only my second class. So if you have any feedback, don't be afraid to let me know, however that may be. I'm not exactly sure how the system works, but maybe comment things that you liked, things that maybe you would like to change if I teach class in the future. And yeah, just keep staying strong, keep taking class, keep finding ways to get inspired. I changed my shirt halfway through class because I was sweaty, but it says, "Nevertheless, she persisted." So we're gonna persist, we're gonna get through this. And there can be hard situations in life, but if you choose to fight back and try your best, no matter the circumstance, you'll come out stronger. And so I'm here for you guys. We can do this. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Have a good rest of your day.